Josh. We are back. Manga Chat, YouTube's premier alternative comics and manga chat show with all the hot news of hot new books and all that shit, isn't it, Josh?
YouTube's only comics and independent comics and manga chat show.
It perhaps is. Hosted by me, Simon Hanselmann, Eisner Award winner, Angoulême Award winner, New York Times bestseller, and Josh Pettinger, Angoulême nominee this year. Bloody exciting. We're banking up all these award nominations. Hopefully you can lose a Harvey like me several times. That's always nice to get beaten by Laura Olympus at the Harveys and have Harvey Kurtzman rolling in his grave. Yeah. But first off the top of the show, I guess, we've been off for like 3 weeks or a month now. Been a pretty fucked up couple of weeks in comics after the passing of Ed Piskar.
Yeah.
Don't really want to get into it because it's a fucking hornet's nest of horribleness and it's a lot of trepidation. Anyway, I don't even want to fucking get into it really, but got a picture of me and Ed there, Josh. You want to bring up that slide?
Just
really sad couple of weeks. There's me and Ed. We just done a talk at Angoulême 2017. We just got off the stage, the Telerama stage. We're just having a friendly bit of banter there. I hung out with Ed at a lot of festivals over the last decade, and he was always a gentleman and a scholar, and always nice to hang out with and chat with. Just a bit catatonic after April 1st. Sort of shut off communication with a lot of people, just haven't been able to talk to a lot of people. Yeah, it's been fucked.
Horribly sad. Fucking unreal.
Yeah, it's crazy that kayfabe got so big. Like they were chasing 100,000 subscribers. So I feel like Ed and Jim had done so much for comics as a medium. They were real bastions of positivity and spruikerism, and it's just going to leave a massive hole.
And I've said I don't think anyone's bridged that gap between independent and mainstream comics like the way they have.
No, not
I have people I see people buying my comics and they're I see them on the kayfabe Facebook group or something, and they're not typically people who buy weird indie comics. So there's definitely some trickle down from their enthusiasm and
the kayfabe effect was real.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been a fucked up couple of weeks. So another slide there, Josh. I'll bring that up. It's just it's Ed there in the middle. That's my old house in Seattle. It's my wife on the right there. You got Tom Neely and Keenan Keller there, and me looking tall and beautiful there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we stayed in 2014, and we took a bus ride together up to Vancouver, which was quite fun. It was an anecdote the bus driver told us that made it into a Megan Mogg comic. Lovely trip. Hung out with him in Oslo, Finland, when he had a big show in Finland. He will be missed. He really will be missed. He was a fucking dynamo and a hot shot, and he was doing a lot of good things, and it's fucking horrible. But, rest in peace, Ed. Hope you get some fucking peace now.
Yeah, fucking hell.
But anyway, moving on. Fucking, we gotta fucking do this fucking manga chat bullshit. It's just make more comics, read more comics. You love comics, so let's talk about fucking comics, I guess. Well, just quickly, Josh, before we get into your big news, let's just bring up slide number 3 there. We just showed Tom Neely and Keenan Keller there in that picture with me and Ed and my wife. Permanent Damage, a comic show that Josh and I used to go to a lot when Josh lived in LA. Great show. Yeah. Punk. It says down the bottom, LA's Punkest Comics Festival comes to Laguna Hills. So that's at Nuclear Comics. Lovely couple that run that store. They're always really nice to me, really friendly at Comic-Con. Love them. They've got great teeth, some of the best teeth in the business. I don't know how they keep their teeth so white. Yeah, I was considering going to this, driving down, but it falls upon my daughter's birthday. So I said to Karen, mate, I can't really say, fuck off, kid. I'm going to go down and do a Punk Comics Fest. Yeah, Harry Nordlinger will be there, who just had the new Shadows Over Springfield come out. It's Harry's new book from vacuumdecay.bigcartel.com. I very much enjoyed this.
Yeah.
But if you're a punk and you like comics, head on down to the not Vacuum Decay, the Permanent Damage. Get Harry's new book. Give him a kiss. Give him a tussle on the hair. Yeah.
Good lineup. I saw they just added John Malta.
Yeah.
I like.
He's a lovely lad. John Malta. He's a good boy.
Loads of people on that lineup.
Yeah, so if you're down near Laguna Hills, down near Nuclear Comics, go and support the show. So Keenan and Tom put on a great fucking show. So yeah, get on down there and comics.
Yeah.
Now, Josh, you've got some big comics news today.
Yeah, my book's out today, so if you're watching,
Yes.
buy the book. I have one packaged up, ready to mail to you.
To me?
Yeah.
I'm going to be visiting you next week. You could just I could pick it up. But it's very polite of you to not make me carry home that attractive, slim.
Yeah, I'm very conscious of making people like add stuff to their luggage. I get like, oh, well, I shouldn't say that. I don't like extra stuff in my luggage, so I assume other people don't. But
yeah,
newsprint, nice printing from Floating World.
Floating World, lovely.
Soft cover.
Very good publisher and comic shop in Portland, Oregon. Floating World.
I like it because I got this coat about a year ago. It's like my winter coat, and it fits so perfectly in the pocket.
It's some big pockets.
Yeah, I mean the coat's it's a ladies' large, but it's just it's a nice coat.
That's your nickname from now on, ladies' large. Oi, ladies' large, how you doing?
Yeah, nice newsprint, and you can see it real up close. Can't see the texture really, but yeah, nice printing.
This was the choice you made, Josh, to do the newsprint. It makes the book much thinner because, like, the French edition is like this thick, but the American one's quite thinner because of the newsprint. It's like Dan Clowes with Monica. He put it on extra thick paper, so a 104-page book actually looks much more voluminous than it actually is. I've done the same thing with Below Ambition. Yeah, look at that. Look at the girth of that thick French paper. But the newsprint, Josh, I think it's going to have a really good hand feel. I think it's going to feel real nice.
Yeah, it is. It feels like pulpy and kind of not in a good way. It feels like disposable. Like feels like a trade comic. It's like a trade paperback. It's
I can picture a Japanese salaryman on the train, reading it, having a good chuckle, and then just throwing it in the bin when he gets off the train.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or like a man in a fancy London suit, on the train.
Boy.
Yeah. I think it's like 200 pages. Like came out nice.
It's exciting. I'm assuming you put all the chapters of Victory Squad together, like as one big block, or have you broken it down into issue run, or have you redone everything and rejigged the track list?
There's some short ones in between the Victory Squad. It reads better as 3 chapters, but there's the contents that color coded.
They're nice.
You got yellow, which is a main story from Goiter, pink backup strip, and blue bonus content.
Bonus content? Wow.
Yes, there's 3 comics in here which aren't in Goiter.
Oh gosh. Well, double dippers. Here you go. You got to pick this up now for the extra content.
Yeah. Go to Floating World Comics .biz, or I don't know, Floating World.
Yeah, buy direct from the store to support Jason Levian, one of the nicest men in comics, an absolute fucking sweetheart, great shop. And I'm assuming, for local convenience, it'll be at, Quimby's, Desert Island, Partners and Sons. Yeah. It'll be everywhere. The good distro. Floating World, a fantastic distro. We went to the comic shop out where I live, Josh, out in the desert, and they, didn't have any alternative stuff, not even Ghost World or Black Hole on the shelves, but they did have some Floating World floppies on their, monthlies rack. So Jason gets some good distro, so hopefully it'll get out there into the world. And
yeah, that reminds me of when I went to there's a comic book shop in Santa Barbara, and they had it was mostly superhero stuff, but they had the independent comics were all in one section, and then it says like mainstream comics, independent comics, and then adult comics, which was just yours.
Yeah, well, I'm the king of adults.
Yeah.
Filth, pure filth. Yeah, it needs its own section. Put a curtain in front of it. My God.
Up quite high as well, actually. Probably, if you're under 5'5", might not have been able to grab those, but
it's a bit discriminatory to smaller people and
yeah,
shorter people and shorter women potentially. It's a bit upsetting. I'm a bit pissed off about that. How ableist of them. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Let's start a cancel campaign.
Let's do it.
Fucking Santa Barbara cunts. Yeah, gosh, comics. It's exciting, Josh. Your book's out now. I guess, now it's you instantly begin the lead up into the Tedwood book from Fantagraphics. Now it's just cranking it on that. What have you been working on? You're still working on Tracy Island. That's the forthcoming beefy Tedwood chapter that will cap off this run of Tedwood and then be collected in this big fancy book far in the future.
I think I have about 5 pages left to ink on that. That'll be the last chapter of the Tedwood book. And then just on to color and the whole thing, which is, going to be a nightmare.
I'll bet. How many pages is this chapter?
This one is like 48. Jesus
Christ, that's hefty. That's beefy. That's like a summer fun annual.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice thick edition.
Yeah, it's going to be a beefy one. Hardback, are you thinking yet? Or soft? I guess you don't even know. But I'm thinking about the Fanta book, the collection. But for now, I mean, you just want to get this floppy out and people can get that floppy. Unless you want to wait a year to read it in the collected edition, I'd recommend picking up the collectible floppy when it drops.
Yeah.
Like a couple of weeks, Josh? Or how quick are you going to bang through this stuff? You're a fast colorist.
Yeah. I don't know.
You just chipping away. When it's done, it's done.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it'll be like when I finish drawing this chapter, it'll be nice to not have to draw anything. I just like grunt work, coloring. I can just like on my computer and don't have to really think that much. So that'll be quite nice.
Yeah, speaking of grunt work, I'm grinding through the 3rd issue of my zombie series. There's the 1st issue, my fucked copy there, my reference copy. But yeah, the 2nd issue has been shipping out, and the pre-orders of the 1st issue have been shipping those out the last few days and getting those out in the world. Thank you to everyone who purchased those. I hope you enjoy them. There's new back matter in the 1st issue reprint, which did sell out again, but I'm going to do another reprint soon. But some lovely back matter charting my history throughout zines, starting as a primary school child, self-publishing up until now, and just it was a lovely, like, big dense walk through memory lane and lots of anecdotes and stuff about the Tasmanian and Australian scene. But I hope people enjoy that. But yeah, I had a slump. I was supposed to do this quarterly series, and I only got the 2nd issue out like a month ago. But I've banged through the 3rd issue. It's all written, and now I'm onto the grunt work, Josh. I watched 9 seasons of Peep Show, which I highly recommend. It's all free on YouTube. If you just search Peep Show, you can find big 3-hour stacks of like all 9 seasons. It's the finest British comedy to ever grace our screens. Peep Show. I just put Nate Garcia onto it, and he's fucking loving it. He's just loving it. It's right up his alley. But yeah, I'm going crazy. I'm up to page. I penciled everything, all 32 pages of this chapter, and now I'm up to page 12. I talked to Nathan Cowdery on the phone for 4.5 hours yesterday while he was inking War Epic, and I was inking this. I got like 3 pages done. Yeah, 12 pages in. I'm back in the saddle. Daddy's hat's back on. I'm loving it, Josh. The passion's returned. I got a bit exhausted and tired of comics and was dipping my toes in other areas, which I still am. But I've got this bubble of time, and I just love the magic of comics. Like these 2 hands, like it's just I'm in control completely. Like it's just me, a pen and paper, and I can just do this comic with no interference from anyone else. And it's a beautiful, solitary thing where I get to feel like a god, an inky god. Really, I'm so excited about this issue. It's really brutal. It's really depressing. It's horrible. It's the kind of thing I think people might read and say, like, I'm done. That's it. I don't want to read anymore. But come what may. So yeah, but I think it's a great chapter. It's really fucked up. It's a zombie comic. It's a horror comic. This is a fucked up one. Really excited to be back in the saddle and grinding this shit out. Catching back up to you, Josh. You completely overtook me last year, and you've just been like strength after strength, just like banging through these Tedwood comics and really working at a high clip. And I fell behind, but I'm chasing your fucking heels again, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You better look out, Josh. I'm fucking coming for you.
Yeah.
In the nicest way possible.
Yeah. Wow.
We are cranking it away, Josh. I do love comics. Like all this. There's more moaning recently. Just, comics, a community. So it's not a community. It's a scene. It's what you make it. It's the friends you make. It's the company you keep. It's the shit that you follow. And comics is fucking great. I love it. I'm having a real good time.
Yeah. It's been a disheartening month, and yeah, I just feel like just grateful for the friends I have, and
Yeah, I'm so excited about Jasper's new book, and
yeah,
Nate Garcia's just put all his old zines back up for sale. He's cranking away. He just got a new thermal printer. His old printer was full of cockroaches and died, and he's finally got a new thermal printer. And yeah, Alex Graham's chugging away, and the new J Webster Sharp books coming down the pipe, and just lots of fun stuff and lots of cool.
yeah,
The new Anna Highfish book is coming out soon from
yeah,
Fantagraphics Underground. That's all the stuff she was drawing during a residency she had here. Josh and I were hanging out with her a lot, and Thanksgiving together. We love Anna Highfish here on the channel. She's one of the greats.
yeah. Feel
Yeah,
super lucky to have like seen that book being drawn. I'm excited for it.
yeah, Ready America, it's called, and it's all drawings that she did. The German drawing pictures of all this American stuff, signage and labels and typography, and yeah, it's a lovely book. Just a lovely snapshot of this twisted, strange country and advertising and
The
all that.
steak
We have,
sauce and strip malls book.
yeah, we did have Anna on the show about a year ago. So if you want to dig through the archives, you can find our Anna Highfish interview, and you can watch that and maybe leave a comment and give us some engagement.
Yeah.
The road to 100,000, Josh. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers here on Manga Chat.
Yeah.
We've got a long fucking way to go, but let's try and
Yeah.
get there and sell some comics and help our friends. That's what all this has all been about, this Manga Chat stuff, Josh. Just about trying to build up the scene, help our friends, the good people that we like, Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just got to keep trying to do it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, without further ado, I guess we should talk about some comics and stuff that have come out. I'm just crossing some stuff off on my set list here. We did our depressing Piskar nod. We did the new Goiter out today. We did our work updates about Tracy Island and the third issue of my thing. So now it says new comics.
Oh yeah.
Have you got any new comics?
I've got a couple. So I've got like a mailbag thing happening this week. I had a couple people send me some comics.
Pettinger's mailbag. Let's do it. Let's dig into Pettinger's sack and have a rummage about in his pockets, his big ladies' large pockets, and see what's in there.
Yeah. So I think some of these people, they buy a comic off me. They look at my return address and they send me a comic, which I have nothing against. So if you want to do that, please do. I like
you doxed yourself.
This what is this?
It's a bit creepy, Josh. A bit invasive.
Caribou.
Caribou, all right.
Yeah,
intriguing.
I haven't read it yet. It's
not bothered to read it.
And it's I like this.
Yeah, that's quite nice looking.
A little bit Burnsy.
Bit Pettinger-y maybe or something. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. But,
you're starting to influence people, Josh. The Pettinger influence is taking hold.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, just like nice black and white cocks. Yeah. Francis Todd Caribou.
Francis Todd. All right, looks promising. You can probably Google them and track them down. Maybe find their address somewhere and send them things in the mail. Some old doll's heads, some dirty underpants. Don't know.
And then the next thing was a series of anthologies, which came with asking me to be in the anthology. The answer is no, obviously. But
well, you're a busy man.
Yeah, it's quite. So it's called 3T. Brandon Graham.
Oh, Brandy Graham on the cover there. Very nice.
Yeah, Chuck Baldock, Joshua of Grand Rapids, Jared Cody Wolf, Sampler Man, who I'm a big fan of.
I love Sampler Man. He's fantastic.
Yeah, I was thinking recently, Sampler Man. I bet at some point people are going to start asking if it's AI.
Oh yeah, yeah. He'll get in trouble with the people that are scared of AI.
Yeah, so there's like good stuff in this. I guess this is Sampler Man, but.
Oh, yeah, it's interesting for Sampler Man. He's sort of.
And then they sent me this one, which has, I guess, like a superhero issue. Matthew Allison, Chuck Baldock, E.S. Glenn.
Oh, I love E.S. Glenn. He's great. Bano's good.
Yeah.
Oh, some good names in there.
Yes, good stuff in there. A nice Banu comic. He has a Fanta book coming out, I think, next year.
Yes, I believe Banu Pratap does have a Fantagraphics book on the cards. So yeah, that'll be an exciting release.
So,
One
yeah,
of India's finest.
Fun anthology. And yeah, that's it for my mailbag.
Josh Pettinger's mailbag. Bow, 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 bow.
I'll show you the only thing I bought. We'll do mine, then we'll just go through yours because I think you have a big pile, right?
I do have a decent pile here.
Masters of the Nefarious Mollusk Rampage by Pierre Lapolice.
Yep, I've got that on order. I'm waiting for that to arrive in the mail. Is it good, Josh? Have you flipped through it?
So I started reading it. I thought, okay, I'm going to read a little bit. And then I was enjoying it so much. I'm like, I'm going to stop so I can go back and read the whole thing through. It's so funny. It's like fun. It's beautiful. It's one panel pages. So
oh, really?
Blow through it.
It's just big one panel pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice looking stuff.
Another
French artist, I'm guessing. Pierre Lapolice. I'm assuming French.
I think this is the first thing translated into English from Pierre.
I think so, yeah. I mean, that's the first thing I've heard of Pierre Police or Lapolice. It's a New York Review release, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
NYRC.
Really beautiful. Just like mega funny too.
Some lovely classic cartoons. Is it kind of surrealism and stuff, or like what's its vibe?
Yeah, it is. It's like very surreal, kind of. I think silly is the word I would use.
Oh, very nice. I've been hearing good things, seen some good reviews, some good banter from from different lads and ladettes, and
all these weird mollusk things. I don't know. It's just this is like I saw this in Brickbat Books in Philly, and just love it.
Up your alley. Fits in with the Teddy Goldenberg or whatever, and that kind of thick lines and nice heavy blacks and kind of classic, and got a nice vibe to it.
Yeah. Let's see any information. It's a pseudonym, so his name isn't Pierre Lapolice.
Well, I didn't think so. Seems like a nom de plume.
Yeah.
A moniker.
Yeah, 24. 33.95 in Canada.
Got the official Pettinger nod of approval there, so that I should enjoy it then when it arrives in my mailbox.
Yeah, they've been on a bit of a roll, haven't they? The New York Review of Comics.
They have. I mean, aside from their fantastic Suge book, The Man Without Talent, they're always banging on about, and their Mark Beyer reprint and stuff. They put out lots of good stuff. And
they did the goal. Was it Joe Kessler goal?
The Goal Yetin. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they love. Yeah. Okay. Kessler designed that book, I think, didn't he? Did he? The
yeah.
He wormed his way in there as a designer.
Yeah, cover design by Joe Kessler. Let's see, printed in Korea.
Joey sausages.
But yeah, highly recommend. Fun book, funny, silly, goofy comics.
Well, you heard it here. Maybe first. If not, it's a reiteration. Josh is piling on all the critical praise and adding his voice to the cacophony. So yeah. Pierre Lapolice.
He's the next big thing in French comics.
Next big thing. Wow. High praise, Josh. That's a big call. You'll be up against him at Angoulême next year for the Tedwood book, probably.
Hopefully, yeah.
Smash that cunt, Josh.
Yeah.
Well, what have I got here? Oh gosh, I should say here. I already said the new Harry Nordlinger book's out, which I did read and I did enjoy. It's a noir kind of horror Simpsons thing. I'll flash it up again. You can pick that up from Harry. We love Harry. He's such a lovely guy. And yeah, really enjoyed this. Really dark, horrible Simpsons comic. A real sense of fucking dread in there. So if you enjoy dread, you'll love that.
Yeah.
New Bubbles. New Bubbles is out. Nathan Cowdery, cover feature. You got Daria Tesla in there. Matt Hagelberg. A bunch of stuff in there. A Rahel Suskind comic. Yeah, you've got it too. Reader's Top Comics of 2023.
I got a Bubbles t-shirt on as well.
Oh, bang, bang. There you go. Repping it. Yeah, report from Angoulême. I always enjoy Brian's writing. Brian Bubbles writing about stuff, his adventures. Yeah, and dozens of reviews of new comics. And on the back there is an ad for Bubbles Con, which is taking place on Saturday, May 4th in Richmond, Virginia. You've got a stacked lineup of people here doing talks. Noel Frybert with the Toy Box Coffin is going to be there selling dirty old manga and weird books. So yeah, exciting stuff. It's mostly talks and a couple of vintage tables, but a celebration of alternative comics by Brian Bubbles, who is one of the most positive forces in comics right now. It's highly recommended. Number 19. Bubbles has been going for about 4 years now. It came out of nowhere and took us all by surprise, and it's just such a fantastic magazine. So yeah, check out Bubbles if you haven't. Yeah, great Cowdrey interview in there. Just talked to Cowdrey yesterday for 4.5 hours, as I said, and I told him a banger interview, Nathan. It was a banger.
Yeah, it's a good one. This one has the big list of readers' favorite books of the year, which I think is the most important list.
Yes, it is. It's the ones that we usually feature on. Bubbles readers are smart, tuned-in people who try to avoid crap, and they love our work.
Yeah,
a certain type of crap. Yeah, lovely Rahel Seuss kind spread in here. It's some nice stuff. Nice pencil comics.
Yep.
Yeah, can't. Again, we always talk about Bubbles. Can't say enough good things about Bubbles. Just these sections in the back of just capsule reviews are just indispensable. You know, if you're trying to, especially if you're new to comics or you're younger, you're trying to find your path and what you like and your people. There's so many great tips in here for just different things to find and just learn all about the comic scene and everything that's going on in pretty much every corner.
Yep.
Oh, look, there's a review for Best Regards by Josh Pettinger there. No doubt a glowing review for your last self-published book before Tracy Island comes out.
Complimentary.
I think so. Blah, blah, blah. Keeping fans satisfied. Blah, blah, blah. Da, da, da. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's positive. There was no shit talking there. No, nothing bad. Anyway, and check out Bubbles Con, or there might be another event on that day that might be competing with it. We'll talk about that in a bit. But if you're near Richmond, Virginia, or you don't want to go to another event that might be a bit better, no, I'm joking. But yeah, check out Bubbles Con. It's going to be fantastic. Check out Bubbles. Also, speaking of Bubbles and manga, I'm wearing a Dragon Ball shirt here that I bought from Mob Shitty, a strange erotic gentleman on the internet who makes sharp. This is drawn with a Sharpie. It's drawn with a Sharpie, Josh, and then turned into a T-shirt. But yeah, it's an interesting erotic gentleman who packs all of his packages sort of semi-nude and sends kinky Polaroids along with the orders. But yeah, lovely Dragon Ball shirt. Bought this after Toriyama passed away. Rest in peace. But yeah, from Bubbles, it's not just a zine about comics. Brian also now publishes, teaming up with Ryan Holmberg, big collections. He did Bat Kid. He's got a few other ones coming up. This is old judo comics from like the 50s or something, I think. So, I don't know. Ryan Holmberg will tell you all about it in the lengthy notes in the back. Lengthy notes and lots of color stuff in there, which is really nice. Did we already talk about this in the last manga chat? It's been so long, I can't remember.
I just remembered saying, are there any comments with that essay? Essay,
I just got deja vu. Anyway, pick that up. It's a lovely volume. It smells good as well.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Fuck that then. Do you have any slides there, Josh? Do you have any?
Yeah.
What's the next slide of mine?
Let's go to the slides. Okay.
What have we got? Oh, there we go. This is some weird vintage manga I picked up. This is a Free Cockman, which is one of the most hilarious books I own. Free Cockman by Yusuke Hanakuma. I showed this to someone recently, a friend of mine who I thought would be really into it and know of it, but they were like, oh, I don't know what that is, and I don't know that artist. So I think I talked about Tokyo Zombie before on the show. This is published by Last Gasp in 2008. But yeah, great weird zombie comic. Well up the alley for fans. I always forget the names. Bisu, Yoshikazu. For fans of that, like the Breakdown Press, Pits of Hell, kind of I Wish I Was Stupid, those sorts of books. It fits in with that kind of stuff. Anyway, I saw this on like Japan Book Hunter or one of these old book Instagrams I follow where they sell old books, and I thought I have to have it. And the shipping was like $30 from that I think it was Japan Book Hunter. The shipping was really expensive, so I looked around. I think I found one on eBay, and I got like free shipping and picked it up for like maybe $50. But it was, I had to have it because it's just fucking insane. I'll just show you this. I got to find this one spread. I made a little video earlier of me flipping through some of the best pages, but yeah, the videos wouldn't upload. But yeah, this is just like some insane, filthy manga full of bug fucking and like and dog fucking. Just like, it's just like there's just endless bizarre dog fucking in this comic, and it cracks me up so fucking much. So this page here, you've got dog fucking, bug fucking, duck fucking, walrus fucking.
What year is that from?
I think it's from like the late 70s or early 80s. I think King Terry may have designed it. It's absolutely bizarre. I've got a few of this guy's books now, and it's just, I've tried to translate it with my phone. You can sort of hold your phone over this stuff and try to translate it, but it's just full of incredible images, like this one of this man shooting ants out of his penis up a woman's bottom. Like, it's just fun to look through. It's a great coffee table book. The family comes around, you put this out on the table, they can all have a gander at it, and it's just insane. Look at this this dog tied up here in lingerie being tortured. It's beyond the fucking pale. It's this video might get shut down just for showing this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Free Cockmen, an absolutely incredible book. I don't see anyone translating this in the near future. You've got to track it down on the dark web. And
that's hard to find because I want to see that.
I don't think it's that easy to find. I mean, I looked around. I just searched like Free Cockmen and searched for it on eBay and stuff, and I tracked it down. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be easily acquirable. I paid like $50 for it and luckily got free shipping. But yeah, it's one of those books like that's just, it looks so fucked up. I just have to have it. And it's been sitting around. I just keep looking at it and laughing and just really just like, what the fuck is this book? I followed him on Instagram. I tracked down the artist. He seems to have softened in his sort of slightly older age and more sort of like colorful stuff now, and still doing this sort of Afro character. I think he's like a judo champ or a jiu-jitsu champion. It's a picture of him there. Got a black belt there, maybe. Is there a black or a brown belt? Brazilian jiu-jitsu. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of jiu-jitsu going on in these comics, but he still seems to draw this character, but there's less dog fucking. I'll just put it like that. There seems to be less dog fucking in his contemporary output. He followed me back as well, and I was like, oh, that's nice. That's fancy. Yeah. Next slide, Josh. What else have we got there we can have a look at? What other interesting comics from around the world can we take a look at here on Manga Chat, America's premier alternative comics? Oh, there we go.
Some CF.
Yep. I mentioned Noel Freibert's Toy Box Coffin thing before, which Toy Box Coffin like reprints sort of old weird rare zines, sells a lot of dusty old dirty manga on the Toy Box Coffin big cartel. And this is Noel Freibert's current new items that he's published. This is you've got three things here. You've got the this old CF paper rodeo, like Low Tide 5 from 2001. I think this has been faithfully reprinted. I did not have this one. I looked through this once at Frank Santoro's house in 2014 and wanted to steal it. I wouldn't because he's my friend. But yeah, really early great CF stuff. Have you got that slide of that? Is there one page there you can bring up of the vaginas, Josh? I don't know if you can see that. The slide numbers might be a bit weird. I'll just hold the page up. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I remember I've been quite taken by this at Frank's house in 2014. The Drawings of Vaginas by CF, dated the 5th of October there, 2001. So 23 years ago, a young CF, I guess he'd not yet seen a vagina. So this is what he imagined vaginas to look like. Very comedic page, very funny. Worth the price of admission alone, I'd say. But I think you can still get Low Tide 6 from Noel Freibert's Toy Box Coffin as well. There was a deal you could pre-order all three of these. You've got Carlos Gonzalez. I do have the original of this from years ago, from like 10 years ago. We love Carlos Gonzalez. He has a lot of collections out from Floating World, who published Josh's Goiter collection. I love Carlos Gonzalez. Just weird stuff. Really great toilet books. And this Antarctic Seal by Leomi Sadler, which I absolutely love this scene. This is from a good bloody long while as well. The Famicom Express collective out of the UK. Leomi and Steph Sadler plus John Chandler. yeah, a great mediation on like cross-dressing here. I remember, you know, I'm a cross-dresser, obviously. There's some great stuff about this character, this boy sneaking around and dressing up in these frocks in a room and sort of getting all titillated by it and saying, this is the sort of thing a creepy person would do. And then, oh, if only if someone found out, and then just running around laughing and lounging about and just some sort of sexy girling, you know, sort of cross-dressing as a drug. Yeah, fascinating philosophical stuff. What do girls do when they're bored? Yeah, a great comic. You know, me and Leon used to talk about all that gender stuff back in the day, and there's a bit of that in this comic. But yeah, fantastic comic, really funny. But yeah, great package there. I think you can get the 3 of them for like a budget price if you order all 3, or they're available individually. But yeah, CF collectors especially will want to get the Low Tide 5 because when you do see these on eBay, they've been known to go for $700. So you can pick this up. I don't know I can't remember how much this is, $20 or something. But the artist gets paid 50% of the cover price of all these. Noel Freibert's a very good man. Yeah, so yeah, can't say enough good things about Toy Box Coffin. That's where I buy a lot of my dusty old manga. But yeah, check these out. Yeah, it's fantastic historical nuggets there.
So this next slide.
What else have we got? Right. Yeah, no, I don't have the cover for that. I was at Secret Headquarters and I bought this. I was quite taken by this. It's 8-bit video games by Masala Noir. I don't know if that's a person or a company. I think it's a person, maybe. There were all these curated books. They had like 30 different books, like, you know, black metal logos, you know, old advertising. But this 8-bit video game one, really, you know, I like video games. It's not a secret. Yeah. So I was quite taken by this. This was $30 or something, but I had to pony up for it. It's a lovely little edition. Do you got those slides there, Josh? Just throw up a few slides. Initially going through it, I was unsure if these were real games or made up games. But then there's like Indiana Jones and Addams Family and stuff in there that are clearly real games. I'm assuming these are all like Spectrum games or Amiga games or something, but there's just a cornucopia of interesting, bizarre images in here. Very early, you know, pixel art, and yeah, a lot of them are probably British. I mean, Benny Hill's Madcap Chase from Thames DK-Tronics. I mean, Beneath Folly. Look at that. That's so cool. It's beautiful. So this is just a great book to get stoned to leave on your coffee table, to sit around with your buddies, having a drink, you know, watching the baseball or whatever, and just having a flip through this. Just an absolutely lovely book to flip through on a rainy day. Some incredible graphics and great stuff to rip off as well. You know, if you're looking to like crib some shit. I was talking to Dave at Secret Headquarters. I think he was saying like a lot of, you know, art designers buy these things because I wanted to buy like the death metal, speed metal logos, all these incredible logos that you can like riff on. Yeah, great reference stuff, great historical shit. Yeah, really, really great. Really recommend these. That you can get these from Secret Headquarters from their website probably, or just try to search for Masala Noir. There it is there, Masala Noir. Great stuff.
Speaking of Secret Headquarters, if you are going to buy this book, a good option is the signed bookplate edition. I'm worried Secret Headquarters is going to be lumped with a ton of these. So buy a signed bookplate edition from Secret Headquarters. I'm sold out myself, so Secret Headquarters is a good place to get it.
Now, you signed and doodled upon these bookplates, I believe, Josh.
So many. It was crazy.
So if you want some cheap original Pettinger art, you can get a little doodle and his signature on a numbered bookplate from the Secret Headquarters, Atwater Village here in California, one of the best comic shops. They ship out. They'll mail you stuff. Yeah, get your Goiters from Secret Headquarters. Fantastic shop. One of my favorites. I was in there a couple of weeks ago at the Graham Chaffee launch. Graham Chaffee's new book is out from the Fantagraphics, and it was a lovely event. Oh gosh, I met this incredible guy there at the where did I put it? I had his fucking business card thing. But I met this guy, Chris Knox, or something his name now. So he walked in at Secret Headquarters at the Graham Chaffee launch, and he had all these like electrodes on his head and like an electrical backpack. And I was like, who's this motherfucker? And I was sort of looking at him. You don't want to stare, but I was like, what's this? Is cosplay? What's going on here? And it turns out he's a cartoonist who has like aggressive brain cancer that cannot be treated. So he's supposed to be dead, but he's still living. And he's a cartoonist, and he's drawing this book about having this inoperable brain cancer and trying to not die and get the book done. And he could get it taken out, but then he may go blind. So it's like Sophie's Choice. He's a cartoonist. Can't go blind.
I'm picturing the helmet from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Does it look anything like that?
No, it was all like stick-on patches,
Okay.
little stick-on bits and electrodes. Yeah, lovely guy. I talked to him for like an hour. The tumor is pushing up against his brain in a way that he kind of time traveled back to the 90s, or like he was in conversation with himself from the 90s. And like, it was a fascinating guy. I said to him, I do a podcast thing about comics. Like, I kind of want to get you on. Just fascinating stories. Like, sometimes you get bailed up by people at these events, and it's like, oh, go away. But this guy was just, oh, more stories. Like, more, like, you know, it was more interesting than the general banter that you will find at some of these events.
Yeah.
Yeah, really lovely guy, and really crazy shit, and just, yeah, time traveling to the 90s. And talking to your young self, like, you know, oh, I don't want you to die. Like, I like what you've become, and just, you know, like, oh, I like my young self. I like you, and just, yeah, and just weird fucking anomalies in the brain. Fascinating.
Jeez.
Fascinating. Yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah, there we go. What's that? That's the new Ben Mendelowitz. We talked about that before.
Yeah.
That is the Electric Fence Patreon by Ben Mendelowitz from the old Spiders Peepaw Collective. Bizarre plastic comics. Listen to that. It's only 2 pages on this one. They were stapled before with like 4 pages. This one's just 2 pages. He's slowed down. Not getting my money's worth here, Ben. Come on, I'm giving you $6 a month, mate. Come on, step it up. But just the form of these, it's just so bizarre. They're hard to read, and just a fascinating fucking comics object. Something new. Anyway, Electric Fence on Patreon by Ben Mendelowitz. Check it out.
Wow.
Do you have any more slides or no? I think a few got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, I think, let me see.
Anyway, whatever. The new Nate Garcia, we talked about this before, the new Horn Room 4. This turned up with my Nate Garcia t-shirt. Mentioned earlier, Nate has reprinted Muscle Horse, Plum Pocket, Gecko, all the other ones. Jambalaya, Alonzo Sneak, the original Alonzo Sneak comic. So, you know, these things were going for like, you know, 40, 50, $100 on eBay, ridiculous prices. So Nate has reprinted them. You know, I've been plugging it all over the Twitter and the Instagram. But yeah, head on over to nategarcia.bigcartel. He does have a new thermal printer. There are no cockroaches in his printers anymore. So he'll probably ship out the books free of cockroach jizz and in a timely fashion, perhaps. But yeah, we love Nate Garcia. He's a friend, and he's very talented. So, you know, check out the Nate Garcia, as we always say. I got this. Do you like the Apple Guy comics? The Cedar Van Tassel Apple Guy?
Yeah.
Do you follow that?
Yeah,
it's good stuff. Yeah, it's Apple Guy and Beefwood. Nice, kind of philosophical, kind of weird, kind of. I don't know. I don't get Cedar Van Tassel's vibe. He posts internet stories about him like operating big threshing machines and like chopping up brambles, and seems like a woodsman or something. But yeah, quite fascinating. Cedar Van Tassel. This is God's Sod House from Entropy Editions, which is Justin Skarkas. Don't know how to pronounce his last name. Justin was one of the original founders of 2D Cloud, I believe, but decoupled from them in like 2016, craziness. If you know the lore of 2D Cloud, Justin, he's been doing his own thing. And these editions are quite lovely. They all have this like nice tape down the side and similar cover designs with different riffs, and yeah, lovely little books. I've got quite a few of them, and he's got a new season of books, but yeah, I picked up the God's Sod House. I'm excited to dig into this.
Nice.
Yeah. I got the new King Louie's Lab as well, Josh, from the Cheeky Monkey Boys. We had them on Manga Chat before. King Louie's Lab of Ant comic and a few other things. Charles Darwin, God of Evolution. This is a weird one. Me and Cowdrey were talking about this yesterday, and it's like, what are they on? What are these lads up to? And yeah, they're interesting lads, interesting boys. Yeah, thanks for sending this, lads. And yeah, they're strange lads. They survived their hitchhiking across the US, Josh, when we had them on the show. If you'll remember, they talked about hitchhiking across the US, and I was like, you're going to die. Yeah. But they didn't. And now they're all into Darwin or something. I also got the new Jasper Krentz book, one of the New York Manson kids, young skatey boy. Yeah. Looking pretty good if you like your rough, weird, stoned, kind of, you know, expressionistic, nutty comics.
Yeah.
And I like that he sent along this little extra comic called Business Card. So that was kind of classy. It's a little foldy zine called Business Card. Quite like that title. And yeah,
Nice young lad.
he does seem like a nice lad. Not met him, but he seems like a nice young, cartoonist from the New York scene, the hip New York scene. You can get that smoke signal probably still. It has all the Manson kids in it. Austin English's Manson kids.
Yeah. I've met Jasper. He's nice.
He is?
Yeah.
He seems lovely. Yeah.
Nice. I think it's like a curly-haired skatey,
Very nice.
Yeah, nice guy.
Now, I've got one more book here, Josh.
All right.
It might be a little bit controversial. Right. So yeah, there was a comic shop that got in a lot of trouble for selling this book. It's called Suto Woza.
Yeah.
It comes in a plastic case. It's like a big weird cassette case, which is quite nice, and the book slides on out. And it's an AI book. It's AI. It's a retro futuristic journey into the Star Wars universe, as if the iconic saga had its origins in 1970s Japan. This synthographic book comprises over 400 meticulously crafted images, or prompted, I guess. But anyway, I'm not really scared of AI. Like, the comic shop got in so much trouble for selling this, but like they sell all those like video game books, like Secret Headquarters. Like, lots of comic shops have art books too, but a bunch of cartoonists got a big B in their knickers and got really fucking upset that this was being sold at a comic shop. And it's a really cool book. Like this book couldn't exist in any other form. The book's whole thing is that it's AI making Star Wars into like a 70s Japanese thing, and it's a tiny little book. You flip through it, it's just bloody fun to look at. For someone to paint this, it would just take forever. But the whole thing is that it has that creepy, uncanny valley of AI. Like I rather enjoy a lot of AI art. Like Jimmy Brown does it well, and there's a few other people. Tim Malloy, an Aussie cartoonist, does this. He makes these bizarre fucking images and then writes these big long things as if it's like a fake TV show that never existed from the 70s. But yeah, interesting stuff. But I tell you, I flipped through this page to page on the couch one night, had a couple of beers and just sat back with this and just, had my mind fucking blown. And just, I love classic Star Wars. I'm an 80s kid and, I love Japanese stuff. And so this was just like a fantastic mashup of that and just weird robots and weird shit. And yeah, it was really fucking cool. So I had to pick one of these up. And Streisand effect. Everyone was like getting their knickers in a twist and trying to cancel this book and the shop that was selling it. So I was like, I'm going to have to buy that book. And I don't regret it. It's a fantastic book. Come for me, motherfuckers. I purchased this book and I enjoyed it. And I don't really think it's hurting anyone. If an artist wanted to make a 200-page book of Star Wars paintings, you're welcome to. But why can't this also exist?
It's not taking anyone's job. And to make that book would be like hundreds of thousands of dollars in set decoration and like costumes, and
it can only exist in this form, and it's interesting. Yeah, obviously AI poses a threat to the arts. I'm not denying that. Obviously, like if you anyway, but yeah, there's more strikes coming up. I've heard about IARTSI or whatever. Like people, there's legitimate concerns. What Disney's been busted using AI recently in A24, I think the Civil War movie promotion, Marvel's used some AI, it is kind of shit. It is going to start taking jobs from people, and but not this book. I just don't think this little art book in a plastic case is going to really fuck anyone's shit up. So calm down, people. I don't know where the fuck you'd find this. You can, if you want to track this down, if this looks interesting to you, Sutu Wozu. That's from Studio 75-18. Check it out.
Yeah, I thought that looked quite interesting.
It's really fucking fun to flip through. Again, just like a coffee table book. Leave it on the table. People find it. What the fuck's this? It's a really enjoyable thing to look at. Yeah. Yeah, no, we'll see how this battle with AI art goes. Like, I'm not afraid personally. Like the comics I make, I don't think anyone could really replicate it. I don't know. But then I can imagine a future in 5 or 10 years where a 12-year-old can look at their iPad and say, I want to see Captain America, Bumblebee Man from The Simpsons, and I Love Lucy all mashed into an action thing where they go to Prague and they, and then it just shits it out, and the kid just can watch whatever the fuck they want and just, and creatives will take a hit, obviously, but I don't know. they're still selling vinyl and stuff. People are still buying books. Like, there's always going to be. I mean, there were all those statistics recently, Josh. I think The Beat ran these statistics about graphic novel sales, and I think the average American graphic novel sells 836 copies. So it's already pretty fucking dire. So I don't think you really need to worry about AI. Maybe just step it up a little bit and try and write some better, funnier, more dramatic material that people will engage with, and stop fucking, being a cunt online. Like, and that might help. Just, calm the fuck down and try and make some good work that people like. That's what we try and do, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, well, the biggest thing for, like, the kind of, I don't know, get into it, but, like, we had kayfabe, cartoonist kayfabe was, like, immensely good for comic sales, and that was just because of the enthusiasm and, like, just being generally positive about it all,
Yeah, people like positivity and enthusiasm, and they like, I don't know, like with Manga Chat, we talk about things we like. Like, we don't really talk about things we don't like. We talk about things we like, and I don't know.
Yeah.
That's Try to curate your social media feeds to things that you like, and just if you're going to be flipping through on the toilet, make it things that you like or bring you happiness. Don't wallow in things that you don't like. Stop stalking people online. And anyway.
Yeah.
It's been a weird couple of weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, we should try to get back into the swing of this thing, Josh, and do some fucking more guests, and just try and be positive and sell comics for people. I just want everyone to, that does this, to be able to make a little bit of money out of it and pay the rent, and
So we have coming up.
Bang! I was just about to say, Josh. What's this, Josh? What's happening here?
So if you're in the Philadelphia area, May 4th, skip Bubbles Con. No, go to either or. But I'll be launching my book at Partners and Son on May 4th with a big raffle and comics reading featuring Simon Hanselmann, Nate.
Bang! That's me.
Me, Jimmy Brown, musical performance from Jimmy Brown. That's not to be missed. Great raffle prizes. Partners and Son, they're free beer, maybe snacks, maybe not. I don't know. But,
I'm going to bring some cheese, Josh. I want to bring some truffle Gouda. Anyway.
Yeah, 6 to 9. I think it'll, maybe run over a bit, but that's fine. 618 South 6th Street, Philadelphia on May 4th. The book launch.
Yeah, this might be my only public appearance this year as well, really. I'm not. I don't know if I'll bother going to Comic-Con, and I don't know. I went to Short Run last year, so I don't know if I'll go again this year. I won't have a new book out. I'll have new zines, but I don't know. This, if you want to catch me in the flesh and get all your Meg and Mog books signed, come on down. And as Josh said, we are doing a fun raffle, which Josh and I did one of these at Skylight last year for our Werewolf Jones book release, and it was really fun. We played some fun music, and we gave out raffle tickets, and we gave away a bunch of like original arts and like some Slim Jims that I defaced with Werewolf Jones drawings, some rare zines. And I showed you, Josh, yesterday, I have dug into my archives back there, and I pulled out some really rare zines, some very rare old Megan Mog zines from like the last decade, some spare copies I was holding on to, and we're going to just raffle them off, just give them away. It's free. This is stuff that goes for like $100 on eBay. Like, this is some rare shit. So Josh will have his pick over them, and Nate Garcia might want to take a few, but the leftovers will go to the shit munchers that turn up to the gig. But yeah, get ready to have your asses and your tits blown off. There's going to be Jimmy Brown playing some fucking songs. I'm going to do a live Megan Mog reading of a classic episode. Josh will be doing a reading. Nate will be doing a reading. And then we'll be signing books and eating cheese and hanging out.
Yeah.
And then we'll tell everyone to fuck off so we can go and play pool and just hang out with ourselves. And
yep. Oh, it's
it's
going to be the event of the year. It's going to be a bang.
I'm excited to visit Philly. I think we'll go get dinner with Charles Burns. You guys are hanging out with Charles. I've never been to Charles' studio, and you guys have been a bunch of times. I'm jealous. So it'll be nice to see Charles. I can't wait to visit Partners and Sons. Can't wait to see Bingo, Josh's dog again. Bingo used to hang out here in the studio every week for like a year, sucking his own dick. And
hopefully it's going to be a sunny, beautiful weekend.
I just can't wait. You, me, and Nate, you know, the classic original Manga Chat gang together again, plus Jimmy Brown in the mix, who, you know, we fucking just Jimmy Brown. We love Jimmy Brown.
Yeah.
Gang, the boys are back in town. It's going to be really fucking exciting. I'm terrified to fly, Josh. I'm like so fucking anxious and nervous. I'm flying Spirit out of LAX, so I'm not fucking happy about that. But every other flight had layovers and stuff, so it was a flight. So going to be flying on a rickety old piece of aluminum for 6 hours through the sky, clenching my buttocks the entire time, thinking about my wife and my child, and what if I die going to an event at Partners and Sons? How sad would that be?
Yeah, well,
It'll be worth it, Josh. It'll be worth it.
it will be.
If I die on the flight over, I promise I'll haunt the event
Yeah.
before I come home and haunt my wife and child. Ghost dad.
Can you imagine if that happened and we still had the event?
Well, I'm going to say now, if I do perish in a flight accident, touch wood, please, I would want you to go on with the event.
Yeah.
You can ask Tom from Partners and Sons to put a wig on and pretend to be me, to be like a stand-in or something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do you see if there's any questions before we wrap it up?
Yeah, may as well run through the questions. We've got 5 minutes left. Let's have a bang on through the questions. Here we go.
Yeah.
Don't know. All the usual rabble here. Someone's so excited about Goiter Day.
Where's a good place to draw comics if you don't want to at home? I can only draw at home. I guess I used to draw in your studio with you, but
that was like a home away from home. You had your table and your butt cushion.
Yeah. No,
set up the way you liked it.
I don't know. Crapmaster Zach, you're young. You can, you know, put a Nate Garcia and go draw anywhere and carry your originals, valuable originals around. Like
go the full Tangerman and just draw in the rain on a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Me and HML Flowers used to draw in laundromats quite a bit. We'd we go to our local laundromat and draw there. And our friend David, Ghost Patrol, his studio in the Nicholas Building in Melbourne, we'd go and draw there. But yeah, no, generally though, I have to be ritualistically at home at my table. You know, I need to be sitting here on this table.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck, Zach. Good luck out in the wild world, trying to draw in the elements, surrounded by strangers and terrifying people. My God. I did do a residency once, Josh, at the National Gallery of Victoria, and it was like in a bubble. Like me and 8 other cartoonists were like behind glass for a month, from 9 till 5 each day, and we'd had to draw in front of the public, and people would be like, "Oh, it's such nice handwriting. I wish you could do my taxes for me." I said, "Oh, fuck off." Yeah, it got pretty horrible. I had a tent in there. I had a tent in my little corner so I could go in the tent and hide away from the fucking public. Anyway, Josh, you've got a nice question here from Al about what makes you interested in drawing double chins on characters.
Okay, so
here we go.
The real answer is embarrassing. I just got stuck with this image in my head.
Random Wilder.
Yeah, something about that just like absolutely got so deep in there that I really struggled to draw a character without that. But hang on. 1 second.
Someone saying the J. Webster Sharp book's going to be a banger. That is a correct take there, Harvey Pikar's Ghost. Thank you for haunting our stream.
I can't find it, but I have been moving away from the double chin for like this issue of Tracy Island. If you can look at my Instagram and see that most of the characters I've been drawing just have one chin and a neck. Yeah.
There's too many comments to wade through here.
I know, it's been people have been starved for this manga chat.
Lots of complimentary stuff. People are excited about Banu Pratap. Crapmaster Zach here is a fan of Rahel Suskind. Someone saying they got the new Ron Rigi collection. I look forward to not understanding most of it. True, but it is bloody beautiful. Love Ronnie Rigi Jr. He's a lovely guy. Yeah, that's from Fantagraphics Underground, I believe. Their imprint. What's this? Dog fucking is a common theme in several comic circles lately. That's interesting. I know there's horse fucking going on in Nate Garcia's comics, but where's the dog fucking? I've got a lot of future dog fucking material, some really prime dog fucking material I've been holding on to about for a decade now, getting ready to deploy it. But I hope no one's stealing my dog fucking thunder. Oof. Yeah, people are just talking amongst themselves. Does anyone read that new Spider-Man and Superman and not what comics? Am I right? Haven't checked in with that stuff since I was 12 years old in the 90s.
No.
I was there when everyone decoupled from Marvel and formed Image and stuff, and like, you know, yeah, it's an exciting time for children. Oh, here we go. Someone Googled that Masala Noir. It's a publisher from Paris, France. That weird video game book. Yeah, some great stuff there. The advertising logos one and stuff is really nice. And I could have spent like $300 on these books. They're like $30 a pop. And I was like, oh, God, don't spend all that money. Like, Jesus Christ, you got food to buy for your child.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like this atheist propaganda. I don't know where that came from. Are we talking about? I don't know. I respect all religions. I'm not religious myself. I'd say I'm agnostic. Josh, are you an atheist? You're agnostic. What are you? I prefer not to say. What are you?
I just don't think about it.
I am spiritual. I am spiritual. I'd say agnostic. That's the one where it's like you're open to it, but you still. Yeah. I'm a skeptic, but you know, I have a lot of religious family members, and I respect them, and I certainly wouldn't want to shit on them in any way.
No.
Even though I do vehemently disagree with a lot of it. It's just nice to be polite and respectful, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Harvey Pikar's ghost. He's in Heaven's Gate. Nice, bringing Heaven's Gate back. Nice work, Harvey Pikar. All right. Here's Harvey Pikar again saying he bought the Zap box set during the Fantabuck sale and it came with the box damaged. It's kind of pulling apart. You probably should complain. He's asking, should I complain? Yeah, I mean, it sucks to buy like a $500 item. And I saw a few of those Love and Rockets box sets, the cube just kind of explode. My Dongery box set, a Swedish collection, I bought that back from Oslo and it just exploded. Like every corner of the box just came apart. I had to put like painter's tape on it and it looks hideous now.
What about that briefcase book? Is that still in good order?
Yeah, the briefcase book's fine. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about, the little briefcase. Yeah, I don't carry it around. I mean, I'm not actually carrying it around full of crisps and taking it to business meetings. So, you know, it's sitting on the shelf, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess ask for a replacement. That sucks. They're not going to be happy about that. Dave down in customer service, he's going to be shitting bricks. He's going to be pissed. Oh, Gary's going to get me. He's going to make me pay for it.
Yeah.
Old Fanty graphics. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, what's some questions there? Everyone's talking about Heaven's Gate now. Everyone's just talking about cults. We've been waffling for an hour, Josh. I guess we should fuck off and get back to our respective projects and lives and live our happy lives.
Sounds good. All right. We'll try and get a guest next week or something. Maybe ask Roman how he's doing in England.
Yeah, Roman Murdoch just moved to London, I think. I think him and Cowdery are going to hang out at some comic show soon, so I hope those boys... Yeah, make sure you go to our events. It's not this Saturday, but the next. May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I'm going to dress as Baby Yoda, obviously. Come in Star Wars cosplay, and you will be asked to leave. Saturday, May 4th at Parsons and Sons in Philly. You can catch Josh Pettinger's Goiter launch with me, Nate Garcia, and Jimmy Brown, and it's going to be a banger fucking event. You can go to Bubbles Con, and then you can get a bus to our event in the evening. There you go. Problem fucking solved. Comics. Boom. Mic drop.